Hello again. Today we will be reviewing the 1972 album School's Out. Now, School's Out, the song, is a very anthemic, teenage angst kind of song. School's out forever, hooray, never have to go back, that kind of thing. That being said, this is the only hit off the album, unfortunately, because it's a great album. But there's only one hit, and that's School's Out. And then the rest of the album is kind of a mashup between like West Side Story, kind of musical-esque kind of thing. And then, of course, like some of the, Alice Cooper, you know, fantasy kind of things, like the stuff that he's trying to work into every album. Last time when we reviewed Killer, we were talking about Dead Babies and Killer, being songs that were not highly accepted. And, but, for true Alice Cooper fans, people loved them. Most people did. This one is very much the same way. School's Out, like I said, it's been in almost everything. I mean, he did it on the American Idol finale. Not that I watch American Idol, but I heard that he was on it, so I saw it. He's done it. He does it in almost every tour. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a tour where he doesn't do it. He does it. I mean, you can hear it on The Simpsons. It was in Guitar Hero 3. This song is everywhere. Like, if anybody's ever heard of Alice Cooper, it's either Billion Dollar Babies or School's Out. That being said, I've listened to this song so many times because it's played on the radio so much, I can't listen to it. Like, honestly, if it comes on my iTunes, I hit next. Because it's been overplayed in my mind, And plus, there's so many more great Alice Cooper hits that are never played. And, great songs that are never played. That I just, it's like, well, not saying that it's not a good song. It really is. It's very anthemic, very awesome, Gets people, like, riled up sometimes, but I can't listen to it more than, like, once in a blue moon. So moving on from there, I've got Looney Tune. Now, Looney Tune is an amazing Insanity song, just like Ballad of Dwight Fry was on Love It to Death. And just like, last time when we were talking about Killer and Dead Babies, we were talking about not socially acceptable songs. So Looney Tune is another one of those that was not socially accepted at the time. It's very much like Dwight Fry. He ends up killing himself at the end of this, slitting his wrists. But the song is rather catchy, and it's, very Alice Cooper. Very Alice Cooper. I wish that he would bring this back. I wish he would bring this song back in the, the rock way that he's doing now on tour, because that would be pretty freaking cool. The next song I've got is Gutter Cats vs. the Jets. Now, Gutter Cats vs. the Jets is very West Side Story. And I mean very West Side Story. I mean, it's basically West Side Story with better lyrics. And it's funny because, most of the way he's talking about felines, and it's kind of nonsensical, but it's like really funny. And there's a part where it's all the whole snap, 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 down here, Perrier, and like it's very musical West Side Story, but cooler. And I like this song because when I heard it, or when I saw it, when did I first see it? I first saw it on one of his tours. Oh, the Trash Tour. Alice Cooper Trashes the World. Someone had given that to me for my birthday, and I was watching it, and I saw this song. I was enthralled. Like, it was such a good theatrical piece to do, and I think that was the only time he brought it back that I've seen anyway. Very good rendition, though. Very, very, it was very nice. And that, of course, is followed by Street Fight, which is actually in the, in the tour. That's where, they fight. And, he ends up slicing the throat of, like, the main guy and stuff like that. It's really cool. So moving on from there, we got Blue Turk. I love Blue Turk. It's very bluesy, very catchy. The lyrics don't really make sense. Like, they don't. But it's still such a good song. I know how to play most of this on bass. That's why I love it so much, because I actually know how to do it. Although I haven't done it in like a year and a half, so I probably won't be able to anymore. But it's a very good song, and I absolutely love listening to it, and I love, attempting to play it. Um, I'm trying to think what it, how to describe the lyrics of the song. It's almost like he's talking to an ex, almost. Talking about, you're so cold, that kind of thing. So anyway, moving on. Next one is My Stars. And My Stars, it's a good song. I can't really tell you what it's about though. I mean, I've listened to it over and over again. Every time I hear it, it's something different, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. So I can't really tell you what it's about, but it's a good song. I mean, I say it's worth a listen. Public Animal number 9. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with the song when I first heard it. I absolutely fell in love with the song. I have a lot of favorites on this album, if you haven't noticed already. But Public Animal number 9, it's very cool. Because at first it starts off really kind of, grade schoolish, with, we carved words on our desk, and, we were mean in class, and then it kind of skips a beat and goes to, like, jail time and how you trade a month of cigarettes for just a couple of lousy beers. And then it kind of goes back on itself. And, like, it's really kind of funny, like, that shift. Like, once a bad kid, always a bad kid kind of thing. I like it. And it's really catchy, Like, the beat to it is really kind of groovy. Alma Mater, I can only listen to once in a blue moon, like School's Out, and not for the same reason. Like, when I get all teary-eyed for the yesteryear of high school days, I'll listen to it. Other than that, though, it's kind of one of those songs that just kind of seems to drag on. It's another one of those songs, though, about school, and school, like, angst. And then there's Grand Finale. Grand Finale is all instrumentational. There's no words to it whatsoever. And it's very much, I always think of it as, like, the credit song to the album. Like, you have ending credit songs to movies. I always think of Grand Finale as that to the album. Again, another one I can't really listen to because I like vocalization. I like hearing lyrics. So overall, this album is pretty tight. I mean, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these songs can be construed as like a school type theme, which is very cool, very tight. But then songs like Looney Tune, Blue Turk, and My Stars really don't fit in that well. Like, they really don't fit into that flow of things. But it works. I mean, the album is very tight, and I would definitely recommend this to, this is one of those albums where it feels like there's something for everyone. Even if it's the majority just like School's Out. If they gave the rest of the album a listen, they might find something else they like. I don't know. But I love the album. Like, it's a really good album. I could actually suggest this to an Alice Cooper starter. I think this would be the first recommendation. Not a high recommendation, but this would be the first recommendation for people who are just starting out on Alice Cooper. Because it's very tight, and you get a good sense of what Alice Cooper's career is kind of like. Because, he has so many of these, same themed songs, and yet he still has those songs that stand out, about insanity and about, the crazy stuff that you can't really explain like he does later on. So I think this would be a very good album to kind of see what Alice Cooper really is about. That's all I really have to say about this one. Yeah. So until next time, I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.